In this video, we are working on one of the cross-site scripting challenges, which is Reflected XSS. XSS stands for cross-site scripting. So it means injecting JavaScript into a website so that it runs inside someone else's browser. In simple terms, we are tricking a website into running our code. So the website becomes the delivery system for our script. The challenge is called Reflected XSS because our payload, which is the actual code that we will inject, is placed inside the URL. The server immediately sends it back in response and the browser runs it. So it's not saved anywhere. And if we refresh the page without the payload in the URL, it disappears. So that's what makes it reflected. Our goal is simple. We want to make the website execute JavaScript using the search box. So normally when we type something into a search box, the website should treat it as plain text. But in this lab, the website is vulnerable and it will treat our input as code instead of text. So our winning condition is being able to trigger a pop-up. If we see a pop-up, that proves that our JavaScript is executing inside the page. Now on this page, we have to pay attention to the URL because it tells us which route we are currently on. So right now we are inside /XSS1. We're going to try to search like a normal user. So here we can type hello123. And when we press search, we are redirected to another page with this URL. And the page displays cannot get /challenge1. This looks like the lab is broken, but it's actually a clue. The server is telling us that we are looking for a page called challenge1, but it doesn't exist. So it's telling us that the form is trying to send our search to this page, challenge1, but that is not a valid route on the server. So we cannot test XSS yet because we are being sent to the wrong place. I'm going to go back to where we started from. Let's think of this website like a house. / is the front door. /XSS1 is one room. /challenge1 is another room. And we are currently inside the XSS1 room. But when we right click and we go to inspect, over here, I'm trying to look for our code. Exactly, this line. Form method equals get action equals challenge1. Now in this line, the / is very important because when a path starts with /, it means go back to the front door of the house and then go to challenge1. When we click search, the browser leaves /XSS1 and goes back to the root and then tries to go to /challenge1. But that room does not exist, and that's why we are getting the error when we try to search for hello123. So now we have to think logically. We know that /XSS1 works because we can see it here. So what if the search is actually handled by XSS1 itself and not challenge1? I'm going to close this. Now, instead of letting the form send us to challenge1, we can manually test it. So here in the URL, we have XSS1 and search equals hello123. And when we press enter, it works. The page shows the search results for hello123. This means our input is being reflected back into the page. So now we've confirmed two things. The real endpoint is XSS1 and the query parameter is search. And now we know exactly where to inject our payload. Now for this lab, we are told to inject this JavaScript. But before running the JavaScript code, we are going to do a safe test. So I'm going to copy this code here. And in the URL, I'll replace hello123 with it. So when we press enter, we get this. The page shows test as a big heading. And that tells me that the website is not escaping our input. If it was secure, it will show the text literally the same as with H1 test and then H1, the tags. But instead, it's interpreting it as HTML. And that strongly suggests that XSS or cross scripting is possible. Now we can try to execute the JavaScript code. So I'll copy this and paste it in the URL. So now the URL changes to this. And when we press enter, we get the pop-up. And the pop-up says localhost. So the pop-up is the proof. It means that the website is taking our input and putting it directly into the HTML, and the browser is executing it as JavaScript. It confirms a successful reflected cross-site scripting vulnerability. So in a real-world attack, an attacker could send someone a malicious link like this. And if the victim clicks it, the attacker can steal session cookies or modify the page, create fake login forms, or act as the user. So that is why XSS or cross-site scripting is dangerous. So for this lab, we have been able to successfully identify and exploit a reflected XSS vulnerability in the search feature on the /XSS1 page. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments and I would be glad to answer them. See you in the next video.